Well, another day, another death. Ho 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 ho. Right then, I don't know, I'm gonna get a load of fucking shit for this, you know. Just watched Reservoir Dogs. Oh God, how many times have I seen that film now, Hammerheads? I've lost count. But I haven't seen it for a few years, and you know, I dug the video out. I thought, oh, watch this, now better to do, so put it on. And I don't like Tarantino's films. They're fucking shit. You know, I used to love Reservoir Dogs when it was released years ago, right? I used to think, oh, it's brilliant, this. Got a great cast. I mean, he drags all these fucking veteran actors out of nowhere. Wait, one in particular for that film, Lawrence Tierney, right? He's like, I've seen him in films from the 1940s, right? When he was slim, young and had hair. You know, obviously it's Joe in the film. Here are your names. Mr. Blue, Mr. Brown, Mr. Blonde, Mr. Orange, Mr. White, Mr. Pink. That's him. I mean, he was in Murphy's Law. He was actually in The Prowler as well, Rosemary's Killer. He was in a wheelchair, video nasty, wheelchair, But you know what lets Tarantino's films down? The fucking script. People don't really talk like that. I mean, for instance, in that film night, they're all sat in the cafe at the beginning and they're all talking about how many dicks Madonna's had, and you've got Mr. Pink saying how he doesn't want to pay a tip to the waitress and that, and he's got a point actually. This is the world's smallest violin playing just for the waitresses, blah de blah. It's true. Why should we tip them and not tip people who work at KFC and McDonald's and fucking all the rest of it? Never mind. But you wouldn't fucking sit there. You know, this Joe is supposed to be a fucking, you know, a crime lord, a mastermind behind robberies and stuff. He masterminds this bloody jewel heist from a jewellery shop, right? And he assembles a bunch of fucking dimwits. I mean, he's supposed to be a professional, yeah? He's got Mr. Blonde. You know, Michael Madsen going around fucking killing everyone for no reason. Then you've got Mr. Pink, who's like, oh, paranoid as fuck and never shuts up for a second. And you've got Mr. White, who gives his name away. And then you've got Mr. Orange, who's an undercover fucking cop. I mean, come on, man. You know, the more times I see this film, the more holes I see in the fucking stupid plot. I mean, it's not a very good film, let's be honest. Yeah, it's got some good actors, great cast, some quite good fucking one-liners in it and all that. I don't need proof when I have instinct, for instance, you know, and I mean, when he's torturing that copper, is there any need? No, that's just for more views, really, isn't it? Yeah, and for a bit of controversy. That's all that's there for, you know what I mean? Then you've got Pulp Fiction, right? Again, what a crap fucking script. They're supposed to be professionals and they're all fucking everything up. What is the bloody well point? I mean, for instance, right, The beginning, well, is it the beginning? Because it's got no fucking beginning, has it? It's got no ending neither, because it's all over the place, that bloody well film. It's like John Travolta, Samuel L. Jackson, right? They're going to collect whatever they're going to collect off these idiots eating fucking the kahuna burgers and all that, and drinking the Sprite. And they're talking about foot massages and then bloody pilot episodes and fucking shit like that. They're supposed to be going on a professional fucking hitman job, you know what I mean? You don't... Hey, it's stupid. Then when he accidentally blows Marvin's head off in the fucking car, they're laughing and joking and all that. And, sorry, it's a stupid film. I mean, is it a comedy? Is it a drama? What the fuck is it? It's just a film about nothing. That's what Pulp Fiction's about. It's rubbish. I've got the DVD down there. I don't know why I bought it. I think at the time I bought it because I thought it was a good film. And then I watched it for the 5th time when I bought it, and I thought, why did I buy this? It's not a good film. It's a shit film, really, because, you know, I mean, you can't put that alongside classics like Casino or fucking, you know, Gangster #1 or friggin', you know, classic films, proper gangster films, you know what I mean? Like, I nearly said Scarface there, but that's not a classic gangster film, that's just an average gangster film in my opinion. Let's think of some more Martin Scorsese ones. The Departed. Great gangster film, that. But then it's Scorsese. He overshadows Tarantino by a million miles with his direction skills and his script and everything else. Tarantino? Tell you what, son, sort your fucking scripts out, right? And your editing. I'll tell you something else about Pulp Fiction and all. The editing is absolutely atrocious. I mean, there's one point when Marcel's telling Bruce Willis, like Butch, to throw the fucking fight for money and that. Yeah? You listen to the song that's in the background. It's Al Green, Let's Stay Together. Yeah? That song's only about 3 minutes and 20 seconds long. But in the film, the song's actually about 9 minutes long, because the editing's that bad. You know, they keep, like, putting the song on a loop. Not on a loop. You can tell where the cuts are, because the song sounds like it jumps. You know what I mean? Instead of using his initiative and putting different songs on to fill in that sequence of time, he uses the same one and cuts it up and makes it sound longer, but it just sounds like the film's jumping. And it's similar in, you know, like Reservoir Dogs, for instance, right? One big cock-up I noticed in that film as well. It's when they get to the warehouse, right? This warehouse, yeah? You know, just across the road from a fucking housing estate, a few yards away, a suburban area. And nobody sees them. You know, all these dodgy looking cars outside the fucking warehouse. Nobody hears the shouts, nobody hears the shots, nobody hears the screams, nobody sees them dragging an unconscious tied up copper from the boot of the car. Please. Anyway, I'm not ranting about this anymore. I could mention other Tarantino movies. I mean, for instance, Jackie Brown. That was actually from a novel, by the way. So, I don't know how he fucked that one up. I tell you, that's one book I won't be reading. I can't remember who wrote it. But anyway. Ouch. No. I've never seen a bassist do that before. I'm not going to be the first.
I shall be the last. See you later, hammerheads. Ho 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 ho.